We don't want that. Hi.
I'm
Hi,
sorry.
everyone. Oh, Amy. Oh, wrong side. Amy doesn't have her shirt on.
I did do the laundry. I just don't know where it is right now. I was too tired to look today. It was a great day, but it was an exhausting day. So I'm like,
Yeah, I
eh.
feel you. My head hurts right now. I should have
And it's
taken
gonna get
some.
even worse.
I know. I should have taken something before I got on here.
This is gonna be
Uh,
very interesting.
if you're here, say hi in the chat. I should probably create a banner. Uh, yeah.
I even put it with me.
I'm just going to book club. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. That doesn't look like the agent.
Oh, I'm
That
gonna
looks like
change
the other
that.
dude. Excellent.
Then he won't recognize you.
Hopefully.
Oh, I need to edit it.
Paige is here with us as a ninja, hiding
Thank you.
incognito. No one can see Paige, but she's here. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Oh, thank God it's the other agent. I'm so happy it's not the guy. Oh, dear.
No, then you'll be a little more conspicuous. Inconspicuous.
There we go. I like that.
Completely
This thing.
inconspicuous sitting in my car.
Is that too harsh? Maybe I should change that.
It's funny. I'm
I like
excited
it.
for this live show.
Uh,
It's
Me
oh,
gonna
too.
be
wait.
interesting.
Wait. People are here. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Tara. Oh,
I
I
know how
know.
Tara felt about it.
I know how she felt about it too. I know you all gave this 5 stars, right? Actually, I don't know what Amy ended up giving it.
No, I don't either. I stalked your Goodreads and you hadn't put it up when I looked.
Because I don't know what I gave.
We're still thinking about it. You're gonna wait until after the show.
I definitely liked it more than you two did. But I didn't like it. But I did like it. Like I had fun with it. Just like Tara, I had fun with it. Probably like a 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did have fun with it, and I don't remember having a hard time. I didn't have a hard time, like continuously reading it. But
I did.
was pissed at so many things. Yeah.
I had a hard time. I had such a hard time. We had to postpone this by 2 weeks. Leanna says, "Hi. I never picked up book 2 despite having fun with book 1.
Same with book 1, yeah.
There are just too many other books I wanted to get to more. That is perfectly fine.
Totally get it.
Even though book 2 was good."
Book 2 was my favorite. That was a 5-star.
Tara gave it 4.5. Oh yeah, we figured this out.
And Danielle and Paige both burned their books.
Actually,
I couldn't burn mine. Mine was a library book.
Oh, you didn't. Okay. I was just joking.
and I didn't throw it either. I did in my mind. I threw it in my mind. But yeah, and so I did rate it 2 stars on Goodreads. But I'm a little bit torn because anybody that can piss me off that bad, like maybe they deserve 1 more star.
Because at least you felt something.
I felt things.
Big things.
I did feel things. I really did. I felt so many things.
I felt big things too, for sure.
I don't even know where to start.
What'd you rate it, Paige? Did you give it a star?
I think I gave it
3.
Yeah, but the more I've talked about it, I'm like, that's probably closer to a 2.5. My bad. Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
I just got very frustrated with it.
Oh yeah. I had fun chatting with everybody in it. Like that was a fun discussion about it.
Yeah.
There were so many things. What a wild book.
I just so often I went to the Discord and I just found myself like I didn't feel like I had anything to add sometimes, you know? I was just like, I got nothing. I really got nothing. But I'm glad Tara's here because I did you read in the Discord whenever she was like said something about how maybe the brother what was the little brother's name? Josh.
Josh.
Oh.
Yeah. How Josh, you know, had seen, you know, some man out in front of the house and wouldn't it be like interesting if he could identify, you
Yeah.
know, the
But then
DT.
they never go with that.
I
That's
know.
what I was thinking.
I
I
I
was
was
frustrated
so
about that.
because I thought that was brilliant, and then I'm like waiting and watching for that the whole time, and no.
Yeah, that was definitely a thread that Holly Jackson dropped because she really was setting it up too. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, it's significant. It's significant in the way that Josh is reacting and his behavior. You know, they'd mentioned like his behavior has been a little more whiny lately, has
Yeah.
been a little more, and so his behavior's been different. And of course, if you're scared all the time, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not, you know, that makes sense that that would be something that would affect his behavior. But we never came back to it.
Like, I was thinking about it on the way home today and, like, trying to think of because obviously I don't like where she went with it, and I was trying to think and try to be able to put into words, like, what would have been satisfying to me, you know?
Mm.
Even that was a little bit difficult, but I felt like Pip had done all that work, and obviously the evidence was there because they connected it after the fact, you know? I don't know. Would I have had her, like I know she talked about, like, how if she would have just kept walking and not gone back and killed him, you know?
Hmm.
But even after she killed him, like, didn't wanna say it was self-defense because she's like, "Well, it really wasn't self-defense."
Yeah. It's
But
like,
she
no,
could
I
have.
actually made this choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she could easily have said that was self-defense.
I know. I know.
100%.
Except that
She
she
had
got
set
so excited about
everything
it that
up,
she, yeah,
absolutely destroyed him.
yeah, like,
Jean, did you finish it? Oh, wait. I'm only 3 hours in, but it has a very hostile tone. Yeah, I was like, I cannot imagine what the audiobook is like.
oh
Did
yeah,
either of you listen to the audiobook?
Yeah.
no,
You
oh,
did?
what
Yeah.
did I?
But I listened to it so quickly that a lot of the nuances lost on me.
Okay.
But there was a lot of hostility in it.
Yeah.
Like, even
Like,
just the way that Pip changes her language,
mm,
Yeah.
it's gone beyond from the initial just being a personal interest project to being her constantly on edge.
yeah,
Yeah. And the whole mental health thing never got addressed.
I don't understand. After the end of the second book, she would have had to have had
hmm,
therapy. It
hmm,
would have been mandated. She's a kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't she go to therapy for like a couple weeks and then she
Well,
didn't
she
do
had
much
she
about
had to
it?
have seen somebody because they gave her the medicine to help her sleep, but then wouldn't give her any more.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Like, the girl's been through a bucket ton of trauma.
Hmm.
A lot of it all of her own making, but
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
I did like how Holly Jackson visualized that trauma by like the gunshots in her chest every time she like I thought that was pretty clever. Like I thought that was really interesting because it just kept bringing it back to the things that were still
The
traumatizing
blood on her hands,
her. Hmm.
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
wiping her hands.
And that definitely came through in the audiobook as well, with it being like you could feel the narrators agitation per se,
Mhm.
for as Pip would have been feeling.
Jean said, I did a shift in a soup kitchen today, so I missed out on listening to a couple hours. Changes is so right, Paige. Soup kitchen sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. Ready for, oh, don't you worry. We're going to spoil the heck out of it. Paige is very
She was,
manic.
yeah.
Alicia is here, late but here. That's okay. What did you rate it? I got a new phone and don't know how to work the notifications. Love the brother eavesdropping on everything. This is probably my least favorite. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
It was definitely one of those ones where I have to keep reminding myself of Paige's age, because just this, like, I'm the only
She
person
means
on
Pip.
my little island drives me nuts, you know? And that she knows better than everybody else, that drives me nuts. Like,
Yeah. I think I had hit a point where I was so over suspending my disbelief that I just couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it was just too much.
I know you checked out, like, whenever it was getting so detailed with, like, covering it up and, like, taking all those steps, like, to build the alibi. That's the thing. We sat through all of that
Yeah.
tediousness, only to have her second guess herself and run off for,
oh, I
like,
was
a
so
year
mad!
and not speak to anybody.
I was just so mad at her in general, especially when she was going to come clean and she wanted to, like, to save Ravi, and,
The
like,
scene with
I
Ravi?
was like, huh?
The scene with Ravi and making Ravi cry?
Yeah. Well, even before that, like, when she just kept, like, yeah, and that too, but just in general, every single time she was like, she had set everything up to be a certain way because she couldn't possibly tell the truth and get away with it. But the second one little teeny thing, which was totally, like, not that big of a
The
deal,
headphone
happened.
thing? Yeah.
Huh?
The headphone thing?
Yeah, like, it wasn't like, I'm like, okay, if Max, whatever his name is, Max Hastings is able to get away with so much shit in court, why do you think you're not going to be able to get away with the headphone thing, which is easily, or page, which is easily, like, you could easily figure out a way to cover that up. And then all of a sudden she's like, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell everything. And I'm like, you put so much time and effort into this whole freaking thing to just now be like, I'm going to tell everything. That was where I wanted to throw my book against the wall.
And this brings up another point. She did not have to involve Max in this at all,
No.
but she did.
Yeah.
That was a choice.
She makes a lot of choices that I'm just like,
I didn't
are you a good
necessarily agree with
person,
that.
Paige? Are you
I
a
did
good
not.
person? Because
I
I
did
don't
not.
think you are.
Yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
saying that Max is great. Max is
oh.
horrific, but, like, Paige makes some really criminal choices.
Well, and she didn't get to have her reunion with Charlie Green. Like,
Gosh, which I hated the whole Charlie Green thing. Like, her wavering about the whole Charlie Green thing. Like, that drove me nuts too.
Jean said, I'm going to finish the audiobook after this. I
Okay.
think
That's
when I
what
read it was
I gave it 3.5.
3.5. Harder time believing this one in general. Those stupid
I
headphones.
know, those stupid headphones, Tara.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is Max. It's been like a year since I read this one. I don't remember the headphones. I checked out a lot in this book, so there was a lot of gray for me. Yeah, the headphones, like her noise canceling headphones that she very stupidly went on, her running expeditions.
And I'm like, hello,
The
you
DT
have a
killer.
stalker that the cops know about, that you've talked to him about.
Yeah.
So say, like, I don't know what happened with my headphone. That's strange that they ended up in his house. Like, you have a stalker. Stalkers steal things. Like, this could easily move into the he is the killer dude, which he was. But I'm like, why do you think about all the details of all this thing, and then you can't remember that, you
She
can't think
had
of.
enough to take him down.
I know.
She had enough to take him down even without murdering him.
Yeah, those were definitely the whole headphone situation and everything that came after that was me like wanting to toss because I'm like, after all this, Pip, after all this, you can't come up with a really good you could come up with everything else really well, but you can't come up with this. Like, I mean, I guess she's fearful, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Max's
had a very
family has so
strong
much money
feeling.
to cover so much stuff.
Yes, they did.
But that was a good choice. Two birds with one stone.
I mean, yeah,
Wait.
Max is out of the pictures now. Out of the picture now. He's in jail.
Oh my gosh. Um,
No,
no, Amy
no, it's
said the
Pip.
wrong thing earlier.
I said the wrong thing.
Uh,
I'm back to
Loki.
our bone season
Yeah.
discussion.
Oh yeah. Okay. You remember now. If you have a stalker, why? Exactly.
I wanted to smack her.
Yeah, Gene, I would not be running with headphones if I thought I had a stalker. And there was just like, I don't know. The whole pigeon thing, the pigeons and the little stick people. I mean,
Yeah, what?
I guess we understand the stick people. I still don't totally understand the
I don't
pigeons,
under. Yeah, I understand the stick people, but I
but
don't understand the pigeons necessarily.
yeah. I wonder if Paige got busted.
She probably did. They were like, "Are you
Ma'am,
scoping out this
you
house
can't
that
park
we did
here.
not accept you for?"
Uh, Tara said, but also think about the history she has with the cops. Yep, I can see how she doesn't think they'll believe her.
I agree. And I totally agree with that. But I also think there's still an extreme. There's other people she could have involved. You know, there are other. I don't know. She's a kid. Like, I'm sorry, you can't be responsible for everything as a kid. I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
think so.
and then we go back to the parents, and I'm just like, how do you not notice
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with your kid? The whole pigeon her
Mm-hmm.
mom saying it's the cat, yeah,
Yeah, is
like
where you're at. Okay. Which
ostriches with their
I
heads
was
in the
mad at her
sky.
mom for not like delve a little deeper into your child. Like, I
I
mean, I know
know.
she's not a child; she's 18 at this point, but it's like she's a child.
Oh, Paige looked like she was a PI. She's undercover.
She's undercover.
So the stick figures don't have heads. I don't think it will be done well in the book. Yeah, her dad just leaving her. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. That was
Yeah,
crap too.
yeah. Which when they know how she feels about Max Hastings. They know how she feels about all this. So why are they I just can't imagine like I just can't imagine. I mean, what about you, Danielle? Imagine not saying imagine this is your kid, but like imagine eight, like how are you reacting in a situation like this? Your son, didn't he just turn 18?
He's 20.
I thought he just turned oh, has time flown that much? He's 20? What the heck?
I know.
Where did
but
the time go?
but still, like,
But okay, 20, your 20-year-old son, stuff like this happens to him. Big traumatic, he almost gets killed. How are you behaving with him afterwards?
I'm gonna be up his butt.
Yeah. I mean, because you almost lost your son. Like, not saying you
Yeah.
did, but like in this case, they almost lost Pip.
Yeah. And I mean, she just has this track record of like not having like self-preservation
Mm.
skills. Like,
Yeah, she's shown that she doesn't have the self-preservation skills. Yeah. Time and time again. Not just once, multiple times.
I don't understand them leaving her alone.
I also wish Ravi had spoke reason to her. Like spoke reason, like
I don't like, by the end of that book, I was like, "Why is Ravi even with her? Like, she doesn't deserve him." Like,
he was in it till the end.
"Hey,
I just
Sarge, remember me?" Oh my gosh. Ah. Jean's mom was so nosy. Some
Mm,
mommies are. So technically, this was originally set in UK, right? Is there a difference with maturity and letting teens do whatever? Did that make sense?
that makes
I have
sense.
no idea.
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of teens go on, like in the UK, go on a, what's that year called when they, after uni, they go on, or before uni, they go on their stag year? Is it stag year? Is that what it's called? And they get a year where a lot of them travel around.
Sounds like a bachelor party.
It's probably not called a stag year. It's probably called something different. But
Um,
gap
oh,
year.
here we
Thank
go.
you, Sarah.
There we go. I'm
Yeah,
not skipping the
stag
beat,
year.
Alicia. I think Pip needed to get some counseling or something because she was not mentally there anymore. This makes me think of, you know, we're at the end of the book, right? And she's gone like over a year without speaking to her family, without speaking to Ravi, her friends, Kara, Naomi, Connor, Jamie, all of them. How does this work now?
It doesn't.
Like,
It
oh,
doesn't.
you come back into all their lives and you don't like explain why you were
She was
just
busy with school.
absent for a year
Yeah,
and
the
some
ending was
months.
pretty abrupt, wasn't it?
It just gave me whiplash. Oh yeah, we did that one. Don't forget to hit. Thank you, Jean. Uh, man,
I was also thinking, and then it flew right out of my head. I'm tired today, so I apologize if
same,
stuff just comes and then goes, falls
same,
out of my
same,
head.
same.
What was I gonna say? Dang it. Poor Paige.
I know we lost her.
Like some creep is hanging out in front
I really
of
need
her.
her. I know. Should she get arrested? Oh my gosh. Uh, oh look, we're moving on. We're moving on.
A lot of this. A lot of this, Alicia. Today was a great day, though. But I'm just tired. I'm just exhausted. So it's been long. It's the next week is the week before Christmas, the holiday break, and I am ready for it to be this week. I was ready for it to be this week. Yeah, I know. Hopefully she's
Jane,
able to come back. She didn't know if she would be able to, so we'll see. But Paige's rating was a 2.5.
mhm.
Yeah. Oh, she wrote 3, but she's thinking more
She
2.5.
changed it.
Did she change it?
Well, she said she was going to change it.
Yeah.
Um,
She looked like the Unabomber.
mm-hmm. Uh,
Yeah. Um, it has been in some of the classes I've been in. It's been, like I said, well, it's been like this. Like I said, it's been a little. No, next Friday is the last day of school. They're just dragging it out forever, just forever.
clarification.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
page not.
Oh, yeah, not Pip. Um, what was I gonna say? Okay. Oh yeah. That was it. Sorry, that was loud. Um, and aggressive. I was teaching sixth graders today, and I got to see quite a few of the kids I had last year as my fifth graders. So it was like an amazing day. Plus the sixth graders. Sixth graders are kind of great. I'm really like I've only subbed for sixth grade twice, but both times have been like amazing sub days. So there's something about sixth graders that's pretty awesome. Anyways, Pip and the drugs, like that wasn't really resolved either. All of a sudden, she just wasn't doing drugs anymore. But it was such a big deal, and it was such a big, like, I don't know, like I hated that too. I hated this version of Paige, sadly.
Pip.
Paige, Pip. I can't now see now that Jean said Paige, not Pip. I'm gonna say Paige all the time.
It's okay.
It's not Jean's fault. I'm just saying, like now that I'm getting the two names mixed up, I'm gonna say it all the time. Sorry, Paige.
My son keeps asking when the last day is. He says the kids in his class just get more and more crazy. Oh, I'm sure.
It's true for elementary. Let me tell you, it's true for elementary. They are getting, and at one more week, it's gonna be rough. Next week, I've got third graders twice, sped twice, and then my Friday, I don't have a sub day yet. We'll see if anything comes up. Maybe I just won't work on the last day of school.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So back to Pip's dependence on these
Yeah.
Xanax. Yeah, it was like she got kidnapped and then, she has this whole like near death experience. And then she just didn't do them anymore all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah, it just seemed so. Another one thing where it was just very. We didn't see any consequences for that.
No.
It almost feels like Holly Jackson put so much time into this, and then the last couple of chapters, she just went, end it. So we don't get resolution to certain things. We don't get the whole Josh thing. We don't. There's not a very good segue into her leaving all her friends and family, and they just are okay with it.
Well,
Nobody's come and
and
questioned that.
and who made the comment about her being like so brilliant and like we're all hoping to see, kind of like what she makes of herself. Like she's very talented,
Mm-hmm.
and it just we didn't
Yeah,
get we didn't get any of that. We just got a messed up young lady who
it's still messed up.
is yeah. And yeah, the bad guy got and the other bad guy got, but like I don't know. It just was it all worth it? I don't know.
We won't. Yeah, we don't know because that's the end of the series, right?
Exactly. Um
But would you have wanted to read more of Danielle?
no. No.
See, so it wouldn't
I
have
am
mattered.
so done. No. Mm-mm. No. She writes another Pip book. It's not happening. Mm-mm. She burned me. I got burned. I
How
loved
did
that
everybody
book
like Five
too.
Survive?
What was Five Survive?
Her other book that she came.
Oh, I thought it was Killjoy.
No, this is not part of the series. It's her most recent book after A Good
Oh,
Girl's Guide to
I think
Murder,
I'm
which got
skipping
really
stuff.
a lot of really
I think
unpopular opinions.
I skipped this. I
Oh,
don't know. Who's Alka?
oh, Henna Artist. I have that book actually. Still haven't read it,
Speaking to my workbook club next Friday, she wrote The Henna Artist. We're
which I
currently in
have.
her book, The Perfumist of Paris. Cool.
That'd be
Uh,
cool. Yeah, that sounds like a great book club thing, Jean.
the main character is Pippa, but we accidentally keep calling her Paige.
Sorry, Paige.
So it's a prescription drug. Yeah, but she's buying it off of her
And she is
dealer.
depending on it.
She
Yeah,
seems
and
very dependent.
she
Yeah.
gets more dependent on it in as the book goes because of her fear and her inability to sleep. But she has no withdrawal.
Huh. Maybe it was pressure by her publisher to deliver a book. I find when some get multiple publishers, Stop editing. Yeah, I was thinking that. Like who did edit this thing? Oh, 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 thank goodness. Oh,
Did
thank
you get
goodness.
caught? Are you calling us from jail?
Is she muted? Hello? Can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves. Excuse me, guest? Could you? Uh, hello? Hello, Paige? Paige?
My headphones aren't doing
There we
you.
go. I hear you now.
I'll
I
be
hear
back.
you now. Is it
But we're
is
already
it the
missing you.
end? We hope so. I
So
mean,
yeah,
I hope so.
it is the end. This is the end.
Tara.
I want
Tara.
more. I know you do, Tara, and I want that for you. I don't know that I want it for
Bella.
me though.
So this features the
Yes,
same characters?
but this is before she gets her capstone project, or yeah,
Oh, I think I knew that.
not.
Oh, where'd she go now?
She said she has to change. I think because her. There
Oh.
she is.
Oh, do you want to be off the stage?
There we are. We're running.
I
have
hear
Can
you.
you hear us?
Hey, we're back.
Oh, good.
My phone overheated. So I just went in.
We need you to rant about the book.
Ah, yes, can do.
Very
We
good.
talked about the drug dependence.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about how it ended and a lot of things were not tied up.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about poor Tara. I feel like we're
How
just
she
only
didn't
have negative
actually have
things to
to
say.
how she didn't actually have to involve Max at all.
We talked about how we want. I talked about how much I wanted to throw my book against the wall when
Mhm.
she just gave up all of a sudden. Like once
Mm.
the headphones, which I feel like those were a great way to get him pegged as her stalker.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a perfect alibi for her. Well, a perfect way for her to be like, well, I don't understand how my headphones got into his house. That's strange. I do have a stalker though.
Oh,
You know, like
but doing a rational decision.
Like
but after she'd
every,
already planned everything.
everything that she brought to Detective Hawkins at the end, whenever she was like, she brought what she had, like again, tying uh Jason to the DT killer. Like what? Ah, hmm.
There was a lot of good ways to use the headphones to her
Paige, I'm glad you
advantage.
didn't get arrested.
Me
Thank
too.
you. Me too. Yeah. Yeah. It's just stupid. Like all of it, a large section of it. I was literally just going, can this be done? Can it be over now? Like, this is all inane.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like every rational choice. And I know she is an irrational character. We've established this 2 books previously. But it just went so far-fetched that it lost all sense of plausibility because she had the opportunity to involve the police, to talk about the stalker, to be able to actually have evidence that there was a serious problem. But no.
It was enough. What she had was enough. She proved that.
But
And
she
that's
lost
the
faith
thing.
in the justice system.
Which she did, but she didn't. And she, when she went to the justice system, she, not saying this is okay the way considering, but she didn't have evidence, so it's really hard. But when she did have evidence, she had evidence. Like,
just say, yeah, here's my stalker. I just, there was so many elements that could have just been done so much better that didn't require me to go.
And then maybe have Josh be like, yeah, actually, that's the guy that I've been seeing hang out around our house. Like,
Because he had to be there to do the Wi-Fi printer.
Oh.
Like, he had to be in the vicinity.
Close, yeah. For sure.
So Josh could have seen it. And he obviously had to be in the vicinity as well to draw the bloody chalk. Yeah. And that takes time. It wasn't just he slapdash ran up and ran away again. Why did Pip not ask her parents to get a fucking security camera?
Oh, yeah.
And be like, hey, by the way, I've got PTSD. Could we perhaps enhance the security of our home? I know I sound paranoid, but this would make me feel better.
Well, why did Pip...
Then they would have had to acknowledge that she had PTSD.
I mean, why did Pip go and walk with her headphones anywhere when she was having the worst situation with her stalker at that point?
Dead girl walking.
And that's the thing that also really frustrated me, in the sense that it's really just affirming the fact that we have to be the vigilant ones. Like, why can't she just go for a fucking walk with her headphones? Why is she the one that has to make sacrifices? And instead of actually following that down a, like, feminist rant that Holly Jackson could have gone down, she just made Pip this monster that was obscene. And it's just like, you had so many opportunities to make this book so much better than it was. You could have gone down talking like she shouldn't have to make that sacrifice, but now you've actually reaffirmed the fact, because people are going, oh yeah, she shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
that's the thing. There was enough to work with there that like,
well, that makes me wonder then how the editing was like.
Yeah,
you know.
And I understand losing faith in the justice system.
Yeah,
we've seen this time and time again. This cop is completely inadequate, like this cop shop. So maybe do something different than going constantly being like, oh my God, I know that like I'm paranoid and shit. Maybe talk to your therapist about it, because if they're worried, they illegally are mandated to tell people. Instead of just being, I'm a big tough girl. I just got to go for a walk in the forest by myself with my headphones.
In the woods.
And then being like, oh, I'm going to make it easy for them because I'm going to die. So I'm going to put all my DNA everywhere. Oh, and shit, I have to get rid of it. Just fucking claim you got kidnapped.
She had all the scrapes and everything on her face. She had
the tape tears and the hair coming off.
She had the tape. And like, what she was afraid they were going to say, oh, you did this to yourself?
Yeah.
That's what she was afraid of.
That is completely implausible.
Yeah. That's what she was afraid
of. Yeah.
And then the headphones coming full circle. If she had have just gone, admittedly, it wouldn't have been the book this size, but it would have been better, because she could then go, like I said, I was kidnapped, I was trying to escape. BTW, here is my evidence of him being the DT killer, which is why he kidnapped me. Here are the trophies. Here is the evidence. This was the next trophy.
And the email that Andy had.
The
email. Her taunting him, like right before he snatched her up.
Oh, I know.
Why?
Fucking idiot.
Because she wanted to be snatched up.
I don't.
She a dumb fuck. She's a dumb fuck.
5 Survive was okay.
Oh, the reappearance. I've heard about the reappearance of Rachel Price. I didn't know that was her.
Welcome back. Cece.
She was there. She was here.
I was going to say, go ahead and rant and tell me the book I like is trash. Okay. To be fair,
it's trash.
But I want to hear what Tara enjoyed about it. I do.
And to be fair, I
want to hear what Amy enjoyed about it.
I had fun with it. Also, Tara. It was awful.
Jean, do you
but
really
it was entertaining.
This? Do you really want to know? but I really can't understand it. Okay.
Yes.
Is there still a UK and American version? I guess so.
UK
Because mine's
version
that-
page because
Was
I
yours
do
in the UK still, Paige?
Mine's
I mean, I
yeah,
assume so.
so that little Kilton.
Max did not die.
No. That fucking
But he goes to prison.
not
Or
for
at
the
least we are
thing
led
that he
to
should have
believe.
for.
We are led to believe he goes to prison. Yeah, not for the thing that he should have. Yeah. So we never actually get that actual justice, though. Like, because
Yeah.
that's a false sense of justice. You know,
Yes,
think
100%.
like yes, Max is going to prison, but he is not going to prison for what he actually did.
Yeah. The thing is,
Which,
he then will get out early
Mhm.
because sorry, he won't get out early because
he
murder's
murdered.
murder. Whereas if he just raped a fuck ton of girls and never got done for it, he'd be out within 2 years
Yeah.
because his parents were rich. So in a way, I can see that Holly Jackson's playing into like the safety for the girls sort of thing. But it was just, as someone that cares about this shit, she really went whiplash with it. Of like, yeah, this is supporting the girls. Oh, wait, actually, I'm going to do something that's completely against it. Oh, let's go back to supporting. Oh, but Pip's going to be a fucking idiot and you're going to rage against her and not like her as a protagonist because she's a dumb fuck.
Well, we should be feeling sympathy for her, right? But we're not.
No.
Yeah.
But
It's hard
I
to
do
feel
in a
sympathy
sense,
for her.
but I'm also like, dipshit needs to be in therapy. Like, that's it.
Because the choices she's allowed to make in this state of trauma are really bad choices. I mean, like, criminal
Really
choices.
bad.
Like, they're so bad. I'm just like,
What I just thought about too, like for somebody who is so unable to like lean in and like trust other people and look to other people for help, she was pretty quick to like get all
Rope
of her
everyone
buddies
else
in on
in.
that alibi.
then
That's so
she didn't
true.
trust them. Like,
It
she
was
was
on
quick,
her terms. That's what it
right?
was.
Yeah.
And then she didn't actually trust them when it came down
No.
to it.
No.
And I'm like,
I don't
okay,
even
so
trust you enough to tell you what's actually going on because I don't want to incriminate you. I don't want to, you know.
Y'all, if I commit a murder, like, y'all gonna be there and you're gonna know about it. I don't shut the fuck up about anything, so.
well, I mean, but that's the thing is people don't talk about murder to their friends or people, you know, like typically. You don't tell somebody that, oh, I murdered somebody. And yet she trusted her friends enough that they wouldn't implicate her or say that she had anything to do with it. But she didn't trust them enough to then defend her or back her up or be like, that bothered me a lot.
Yeah.
Because it comes back to that whole Paige is on an island. Fuck.
I did not like the way she treated her friends and her
Pip is
family.
on an island.
That's why I got so mad by the end. I was just like,
Yeah, I mean,
I'd stop caring.
but like, I think that was one of the biggest problems throughout this whole series for me was how it's just Pip in her own little world. She did bring Ravi into it in some ways, this book, which I was happy about because I was afraid from the very beginning she wasn't going to tell him things, and she did. But I just didn't like that it was Pip in her own little world against the world, Pip against the world, and I'm just like, it
And
didn't
then
have to
she
be that way.
puts Ravi in something that she doesn't have to.
Right.
There was the way that she implicated him made it so much worse. Instead of using him as a backup to say, hey, I've got a stalker. Can you help me? It shuts him out and then pulls him in for the big shit and then pushes him away to make sure that he doesn't get caught.
I couldn't believe he went along with all that. Honestly, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, Ravi. Like,
there are things I will do for Ash, but goddamn, I will be pushing him into therapy if we hit that level of chaos.
Yeah.
And she still needs professional help, okay?
Like tons.
She
Years.
killed somebody
from Ravi
that she didn't have to.
Yeah.
And she like, violently killed them. And yeah, I know it was because she thought, like, the justice system or whatever was gonna let her down.
But
Well,
you notice how
whatever.
she never said, like, dang,
What? There's no
I shouldn't kill people. This is awful.
Yeah.
no.
Or maybe hitting him in the head and making him bleed out is sufficient. I don't have to hit him 6 more times.
Like,
Just in case.
she needs help, and she
Oh,
never
God.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if she should be out walking
Out in the
around.
public?
Yeah.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
I thought about that. She needs to be in a facility. Like,
Yeah.
she should be recovering in a facility. Like, that's how extreme all of her trauma ended up being and how it affected her.
Yeah. It's just
So,
but
yeah.
you don't want to leave a book going, oh shit, the protagonist should probably be in a mental institution, hey?
And she's off in
What?
college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he
And
was.
it sucks. And I think that was another thing that frustrated me about it because I loved their relationship in the first one. They were so
Me
cute.
too.
And then this just felt like a hot ass sandwich.
Yeah.
Who did she kill?
Oh, you really want us to tell you, Jean? It got very convoluted. Exciting, but
Like
convoluted.
a killer.
She
She
killed a
killed a
killer.
killer
Mhm.
and became one herself.
Yes, actually, she did because she didn't have to kill the killer.
Did not have to kill him.
Nope. She could have walked away. She had all the evidence she needed. She could have ran away with the tape marks and gone straight to
And
the police
screaming.
station. And that's what I'm like, run straight to the police station now with all the damage on you, with everything
Yeah.
that's going on. The fire, you like, it wasn't the fire wasn't even happening, but like this is the perfect time.
Yeah.
One hit for each victim. Just kidding. I don't remember how many victims.
It
Oh,
was 5.
of the hammer? Oh my gosh.
That must have
Nobody
been
was killed yet.
yeah.
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 You remember Andy Bell?
Comes full
She
circle.
comes, yes, it comes full circle.
I
See,
That
it
was
I
had
don't know
so
how I
much
feel about that.
potential.
No,
It
here's
had
the thing.
so much potential to be perfectly
Perfect.
perfect.
So
Mm.
her sister, remember? Okay, so I kept thinking to myself, Pip was supposed to go visit her sister in prison, and her sister was starting to suspect things or like wonder what was going on with Pip. She was really worried about Pip when she had that phone call with her, and I'm like, why doesn't Pip why doesn't Pip send the email to the sister? Because she, for one, got the information from the sister, and
Mhm.
then the sister could be like, I don't know. I just felt like there was, and then I was waiting for Pip to not go visit her or to visit her, and for that information to come up because I'm sure that the younger sister, I don't remember her name right now, knew Becca. I'm sure Becca knew or had feelings or might have known something, especially after seeing the email from Andy. Like I kind of thought more would come of that, which then could be more evidence, you know? Because because Becca had the necklace, like she had the necklace, or was that the mother? Becca had something,
Earrings.
the earring. So like,
The rose gold earrings. Yeah.
and that comes back to the headphones. Pip could have been like, he has my headphones. That's strange. But you know what's also strange? I noticed that Becca has the earrings from and
This lady.
Andy had the hairbrush, and his wife has the necklace. That's so strange. Oh, those are. I wonder if my headphones are also like a. Oh, that's scary. Considering this stalker seems to be threatening me. Like, there were so many options. I'm sorry. I'm coming back to that. I can't help it.
Correct.
That one thing is going to bother me. The headphones. The headphones. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know if I guess where Jean is, nobody's got killed yet.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember Andy Bell.
I
And now we know who HH is.
Yeah.
I wonder how she, like, if it was Holly Jackson going through the process of, I've dropped all these clues throughout with this in mind, and this is where we're going. And then she's got to the end and gone, oh, shit, I know how to fucking solve this.
Just make
Like,
it easier.
how do I make this full circle?
Mm-hmm.
Pip's gonna have to go completely out of character, so let's just roll with this and see what happens. And let's throw in all this random shit.
That's a bummer though, because she did lay so many tracks with all the evidence. You know, like not evidence, all the clues and tidbits and stuff.
But that
And
meant it was there. It was there for other people to see, not just Pip.
right.
Which meant she didn't have to do this alone. She didn't have to be nearly kidnapped and nearly murdered. And she didn't have to kill the killer.
By bludgeoning him to death 20 million times in the head. There you go, Gene.
Always delightful.
We're not telling you who though.
It was Hillary Hunter, I think.
Wow, good memory.
Who I'm trying
You do
I'm
that.
trying to think of the connection. Like Andy was meeting with her.
Because she was one of the victims. No, the sister to the victim of the killer, the murderer.
Oh yeah, one of the DT killer's victims' sister.
Yeah.
You're
They
pulling
started
a
a
lot of names
correspondence.
that I don't remember at all. I mean, I just can't, I can't pull
It
them.
does. It went for that though. It
Yes.
went full tilt, and I don't think it pulled it off.
Yeah, it just could
I-
have been. It just
I was
could have
just
been
bored.
brilliant.
Like, I know you guys had fun, which is great. It was just like, I can't give a fuck anymore.
Once your belief was suspended that far, you just lost interest completely.
It snapped. Yeah.
I get that. I totally get that.
And so often for me, like the ending. Well, I've probably said this so many times. You guys are sick of hearing it, but like the ending will make or break it for me. And
Sure.
I just felt like she dropped the ball so hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope.
I can appreciate it being fun. I just didn't have fun.
Right,
wasn't
you didn't
having
have fun.
But I'm also like, how did we get here? How did we get how did we go so
And that's what made it even more infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I loved the first two books so much.
Well, and this is one of those books that a lot of people who have read it, it's very polarizing. Like a lot of people who have read it have hated it. Who love the rest of the series. Like it's
And
super
when you
polarizing
said
book.
that, I never could have imagined that I would be on this end of the feelings.
I was
I
waiting
never-
for you to finish it to be like, oh, please, dear God, tell me I'm not shitting on one of your new time favorites. Oh, God.
No,
And then you were
not my
like,
favorite.
I agree. And I was like, oh, thank the heavens.
I need to go wash my eyeballs out.
I was like, oh, thank God.
I think it's hilarious. I was so excited about this discussion because I just couldn't wait to hear everybody's.
I'm really hoping we
Apologies
have
that my phone died
better
halfway
luck
through.
with the Founders trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's going to be great. I'm so excited.
Me too.
I'm so excited. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty good. So,
By the way, Leanna sent me some lovely copies of the part of your world.
oh,
So I'm thankful for that. I have those. Now I just have to get the other sorted sooner rather than later. But yeah. I am finding that I have a little bit of time to read at my new job.
That's good.
So I may have to do the ebooks this time around. We'll see.
Okay. We're starting in January.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's next month.
That's next month.
And for everybody who wanted a t-shirt, I have not finalized anything.
That's okay.
I'm still trying to find out. What I should do is where I got our t-shirts was an Etsy shop, and I want to maybe email the guy and be like, hey, is it possible if I like, is this still a pattern you have available or could pull up easily? And if I send people to you, could they purchase shirts from you?
That would be smart.
Yeah, because going through that custom ink thing, it's just so complicated because you need to know kind of approximately how many people are going to buy. And it's cheaper the more people that
I would
buy,
reach
but I
out
don't,
to the Etsy guy because
yeah,
we have a nice size group, but like not everybody's
right,
gonna want a t-shirt, and it'd be
exactly.
good to give him some business, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll see what he can do. I just haven't got around to doing that yet. I
Mhm.
know like a whole bunch of booktubers make merchandise and stuff like that, and I've just never dove into that very much.
It's okay.
So one of these days,
We're just doing the best we can.
with what we got. And I've had a bad couple of weeks, so I have not been doing great on my end. So I'm finally starting to have a little more energy.
I've been enjoying your advent calendar challenge videos.
I'm editing the third one, third, fourth, fifth, that one
And
right
I'm
now.
and I'm really hoping that book recommendation makes it on the challenge next year. The
Which
one
book
I
recommendation?
the one
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
sent
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, the one you sent me. Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be
I
so
I
perfect.
don't know if I want to wait that long to read it.
Well, I don't know if I want you to wait that long either, but you've already got your ones picked out for this
I
one.
know. But I was like, oh, if I have enough time at the end of the month, maybe I can just pick up whatever I want to read. But I may not have
A
enough. The
little
way the last couple of weeks have gone, I may not have enough time to pick up whatever I want to read at the end of the month. I was making great progress.
If anybody's looking for a cute holiday romance to read, I just recommended to Amy The Christmas Countdown by Holly Cassidy. The I just finished it. I rated it five stars. The main character's sister creates an advent calendar challenge for the other sister who is just broken up with somebody that she was with for a really long time. They thought it was like a sure thing. And so it's the Christmas time and she's trying to get her in the spirit. She's trying to get her out of her funk. And the advent calendar that the sister created alternates task days with treat days. It remind me so much of like what Amy has going on. And yeah, that she meets this guy. His name's Marco. He's a chef. Love Marco. Anyway, it's the plot is there's actually a plot
I
and
love that.
it's really, really good. If you go on Goodreads, some chumps, I mean, the average rating is 3.72, which is not that's not adequate. I disagree. I just think, what are these people doing? It was fantastic. I guess mostly people are giving it 4 stars, but I loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Oh,
It was one I got off of NetGalley. Highly recommend.
I'm
Super
excited. It sounds
duper
so
cute.
cute.
Jean says, I absolutely the advent calendar. I watched them both on Sunday. I really need to comment. Oh,
That's okay. I haven't
this is
responded to
my
comments.
mom. Hi, mom. Hey,
Hi,
mom.
mom.
Hey, mom. Are you guys still partying? And is everybody at the party watching me right now? That's the question.
Ah,
uh, I downloaded Silver Bells. Oh, wait. What face did you just make?
I don't know.
Was that like don't download Silver Bells?
I mean, it's too late.
Okay.
I can't give anything away. I haven't sent out
I
the. I
love
haven't put
the
the video up
Christmas
yet.
countdown so much.
That sounds so
And
so cute.
I'm not even like a big romance person, but I loved that one.
Yeah,
It's really good. Really, really good.
I'm excited about it. Like it sounds so. It sounds right up my alley. Like it sounds like my life encapsulated.
I thought about you the entire time, and I wanted to. I mean, I was probably like only 20% of the way through, and I'm like, Amy has got to read this book. I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait until I finish it and like can have a solid opinion. And yeah, as soon as I finished it, I was like,
Opinion has
Amy.
been formed.
Amy.
I know you did. It was great. I was like, oh, and
Amy.
it sounds so cute.
It's so cute. Paige, are you with us?
I am now. Yes,
Okay.
my mother just rang.
Oh, how is
How
she?
you doing?
Good, good. They just drove back to Sydney from Orange this morning with my grandpa in tow. So she just wanted to check in and see how it all went. So.
Very good.
How's your grandpa?
He's good. Still as deaf as a doorpost. He's so cute. He's chomping at the bit for us to get this place, and based off what they were saying at the open house, it's not going to be possible. So I'm just like, oh,
Something else will work out if this doesn't.
So
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's
Sure.
just one of those things. Yeah, but who knows? Who knows? So,
yeah,
it's just the wrong property to be competitive with, and we don't have a lot of wiggle room to be competitive.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is when and some other people, it happens here too. Like other people have so much money, and then some people have cash that they can pay outright, and it's just like you don't have as much wiggle. As much. You can't be as competitive.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, whatever happens, happens. We'll see how it goes.
What is meant to be will happen.
Yes. Yes.
Do we have anything else to share or say about As Good as Dead? We beat that horse.
Pip did.
No.
What a funny turn. Because so we pretty much had a great year for bookStara.
Except the Christmas episode.
Where we read the Jade
Yep.
Green
Yeah,
Book.
this year. Is it
This
like
year.
11 years ago?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Foundry Side it's not as big, so maybe it won't be as, I don't know how complex it is, but like Jade City, that whole series was so complex because of all the
It was a lot.
politics and all the, so that, like, I don't think it'll be that complex comparatively. And then we'll do romance. That'll be fun.
I'm so curious to see how that goes.
I know.
That'd be
It'll
good.
be interesting to see how it goes as like a discussion too. I don't think I've ever done a discussion for a romance before, even like as a book club. So when I've done book clubs before, I don't think I've ever done a discussion for romance. So we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. It's very exciting.
I know.
I actually am excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I don't have anything else. I'm so sorry.
Shirts. Not going to be here for Christmas, but I will contact the guy and see about if I can refer people to him to buy shirts. We're starting Foundry Side in January. Whose channel is that going to be on? Who's next?
We hadn't decided if we were shifting up the schedule from this.
What's the current rotation? Who would be after me normally? You?
Me. Yeah. I'm happy to do however it goes.
I'm cool with that too. I don't have any strong feelings.
Yeah. We can just stay in the
rotation.
In the loop.
Yeah. The rotation.
That sounds good. I don't even think I can do that right now.
Are you sore?
My neck is so stiff. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm very tense.
Any big things coming up?
Big things.
Like BookTube wise?
BookTube wise?
Can't think of many things.
Well, I mean, Paige just had her Bookish Peeps thing come out.
That did.
And I did a collaboration video that's coming out, I think I've done a couple lately, but this one I think comes out on the 17th, and it's going to be on Fina's channel. But it's like it's like 25 books to read in 2025.
Oh,
nice.
Cool. Let me see if I can properly find her channel name.
I made a TBR jar.
Ah!
Oh yeah.
That is awesome.
Bigger
It's
than
like,
my
yeah, that
head.
was the size of your head, or larger than your
But
head.
It's Fina Reads, but it looks like fine reads.
I
But
think I remember you
nice.
talking about.
anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
gonna be on there.
Cool.
What else? I
Post
feel
it to
like
your
I did
community.
another collab.
I did a
Oh,
collab and I didn't post it on my community page. I need to do that with Brittany from Rescues and a no
Mhm.
Rescue
Rescues and
and
Read.
yes, Rescues and Reads. Yeah, I have to put that on my
hey,
community page. I gotta put Bookish Peeps on my community page. I just haven't been great lately at doing much TBRs. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my. I still don't have any idea what I'm gonna do for my TBR game next year. So let's not look at me. Don't look at me right now.
yeah. I was just thinking about my game this morning because I accidentally took the month off. I did not plan to take this month off, but I did. Just with like starting the new job and everything. Uh, but yeah, I'm hoping to bring mine back in January. We'll see. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna very intentionally have to get like equal parts like physical books and ebooks since like so much of my reading is gonna happen hopefully at work.
Work.
um, that sounds terrible, but uh, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to get creative for sure if I'm gonna keep it up. That was a fun video page. Have you been thinking about what hobbies? Have you been thinking about your hobbies?
All the
I've
hobbies. I love that.
I've been 3 balls deep in hobby lists for the past 2 months. Do I know what I want to select? No. Absolutely not. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't.
Trying them out is half the fun. You only have to see one project through to completion page.
This one.
But I have to spend 5 to 10 hours on one every month.
Oh
Does
And
it
yeah,
have
they've
to be
that's
the
loved
that was
same
one.
rough.
one? Does it have
Yeah.
to be the same one?
Oh, good question.
It's so for Ellie Miners, if I give it a good go for like that 5 to 10 hours and then I don't like it and I can switch to another one. But
Right.
they're hoping that I will find something that I've dedicated that much time to that I can then continue to dedicate time
Can
to.
booktube count?
I don't think that's necessarily a new hobby.
Okay, it has to be a new hobby. Okay. I taught people how to crochet. Yes. That's amazing.
Good hobby.
Mm.
I love to
Let me see.
crochet, but I haven't done it in a while.
I am still working on a cross stitch project. So I figure, and when I eventually get my cross stitch project done in 10 years, then I'll start learning how to crochet.
Does
Handstand
gymnastics
walking on your
count as a hobby?
Yes,
Sure.
Okay.
100%. Oop. At work, we did a community blanket and
Oh, I like
I
that.
love that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really nice.
I've
It's
tried.
very therapeutic.
I think the thing that's going to get me is figuring out like how to find the thing that's going to work for me because I've tried to learn how to crochet before but it wasn't successful. And so I just got frustrated and gave up. So it's like, okay, well, I've tried it, but is there another way that I could attempt it, like go to somewhere and have them teach me rather than trying to just work off a visual or watch YouTube videos instead, sort of thing.
Paige, have you ever done a diamond painting?
Yes.
I love that.
They're
like
so
that a
like
lot.
just like nice.
I like that a lot.
I have done coloring books, but I haven't done coloring as like 5 to 10 hours in a month coloring. So I could try that, and I've already got some.
I saw a paint by number
I've
set.
been
I haven't
enjoying
done
playing.
paint.
I've been enjoying doing crosswords lately, and I do them at work. They have one in communal, and so like this guy named JP will do some during his lunch break. Then I come in and I fill out other ones.
Oh, I love that.
It's fun to do it collectively. Like
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so you could do things like that too. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that has a a product.
Yeah.
Not saying you have to do
I just-
crosswords, but like it doesn't have to be something that has a product.
Yeah. And I think I forget that is considered a hobby because I do Sudokus.
Yeah.
I don't do them often, but I love them.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
hobby though.
it's a like yeah,
Sudoku.
Puzzles. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say it wrong, I think.
Sudoku.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Like I just have books laying around. I could go get back into bridge. With my
Yeah.
grandpa.
I
Oh yeah.
for a challenge I did for Ruby from Ruby Red, I sent her a little travel size mahjong kit, and her boyfriend or her and her partner started learning how to play mahjong.
Does that
Yep.
count as learning a board game?
Yeah, totally. That would totally count as learning a board game. So you could learn how to play mahjong together,
Mm-hmm.
and
That'd
then
be
you could
cute.
find
I
a
should
group
like
that
that.
plays mahjong and go play mahjong with other people. Like I'm trying to get you all social.
I know. I'm like,
It's fun doing things,
Right.
games at least in groups.
Yeah. And I do. I really want to try and find a good balance of everything for next year, and I'm like, we've got a lot of spinning plates starting. Oh God.
It's just funny that how everybody went with hobbies this year.
I know, it's so great.
Like, wow.
But it wasn't like just try a new hobby. They all had different stipulations. I'm like, that's you'll have done. And that's why I kept them instead of saying, hey, can you change it to something else? Because I've already had a similar one. It's like, I've had a similar one, but not in the capacity that you have suggested.
Yes.
Horrible. Disgusting.
Oh, I'm so social all the time.
Go to a small
All
yarn store.
the
Most small
time.
stores have either classes or they can suggest you time for you to come back and learn. Ooh,
I
that's a
just
good
have to
idea.
check. Like, I've been looking at hobby lists, but I haven't been looking at like group activities to do in Orange and shit like that. Like, it's just been, what can I do?
Learn to rock climb.
I can do indoor rock climbing just fine. I just can't do outdoor rock climbing safely.
Bowling.
I would like to make it to the end of 2025.
On belay.
How far are you away from Nicole? She just finished her first shawl.
Pretty sure 3 states and an ocean away.
Oh.
I think she... Oh, I can't remember. I think she might be Tassie. I could be so wrong. She could be Queensland, which is just like up. But yeah, I can't remember. But I don't think she's close.
Well, if you go see Mel.
No, that's just no. And I'm just like, oh God, I want to, but I don't know if I can afford to.
Oh. Nicole is Queensland.
Oh, okay. So she's up.
Up.
Yeah. Excellent.
If Jean's not mistaken.
I'll have to go visit Erin and April and Nicole and just be like, road trip to the bookish peeps.
It's
You.
and Amy.
Queensland. In Queensland.
In Washington.
Oh, I just keep going.
Come to America.
Yeah, I can do that. I just keep going.
Yeah, you just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, I just keep going. Yeah. I was like,
just don't get off the plane. Sorry.
Your challenge didn't.
Amy, are you closer to Paige or am I closer to Paige?
I'm closer to Paige.
So I would have to come to you again. Oh, darn.
I fly to Singapore and then to
I'm closer.
LAX.
Oh, yeah. You're closer to Amy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I recommend the Intro to Crochet by Crochet Crowd.
Awesome.
Oh, very good.
I will take recommendation. I'm
You
just
could
so
become
excited.
a stamper. You could become
A
a sticker
stamper?
collector. You could collect stamps, like actual old-fashioned stamps. You could. Oh, I'll just go on.
Hold on. Hold. Please hold.
She get her
Please.
list.
Sticker collection? What do you mean?
Oh,
You
she's
could
already
be like
done that.
those people that actually rebind their books.
I did
They
look
look really
into
cool.
that.
Huh?
I did look
Look
into
into
bookbinding.
You did?
Yeah. It's a possibility. It's just not cheap.
No.
But
But I
it's
do like
doable.
We love the jar.
Thank you.
So many stickers. What books are in the jar, Paige?
Literally my entire TBR, except for the ones I'm wanting to read by the end of this year.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Are you reading pretty well this month?
But I'm off at the end of next week.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
And then Ash has only got the 3 days off over Christmas, so I'll be like, I can just pack and do stuff. Oh, I could do the Scooby, the plastic things that you like, Scoobies you had as a kid. No, and it's like plastic, and you make the little pattern and you fold it over. I did French knitting for years, using a toilet roll and paddle pop sticks.
I remember having keychains. That was popular when I was a kid. Yeah. I collected troll dolls.
Yeah.
I had 100.
That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I had Beanie Kids were what I collected when I was little. I had over 200, and wow. I'm about to donate the last 10 that I own.
Wow.
So, because I'm like starting to declutter with wanting to get everything sorted if we do get a house soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like going through and just like, I don't need this anymore. And it's a good time to donate. So people, you know, if they find something that they like and is in good condition for Christmas, they can
it's perfect.
Gift it. And like, I feel bad because
sorry.
I'm going to donate this little dude.
Oh, how cute.
Here's a sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's cool.
But the sleeping bag itself is very well loved. It's not like tatty or dirty or anything like that, but I have had it since 1995. So it's one of those things that it's like, I feel bad donating it because I don't know if anyone is going to want this.
Yeah.
But I still think it's in good nick and people might enjoy it.
Oh, I'm sure they would. It's
so
super cute. Yeah. Nobody's kid's going to want that.
Yeah. What did you collect, Danielle?
I don't know. Kittens?
Did you ever collect pogs?
We had a lot of cats at one point. I did have pogs. Yeah, I did.
I think I missed that one.
It was this game when we were kids that you had these pogs. They were these little cardboard circle things, and they had different pictures on them. So you you wanted to get the pictures you liked.
Yeah.
And then you had the plastic or metal slammer, and it was a game that I collected. I don't think I ever played the game, and neither did any of my friends. We just collected them because that was the thing to do. Some people played them, but we never played them.
Yeah, I just had a binder full of them, like with the little plastic sleeves, and you like, yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Pogs,
Pokemon cards.
Oh no,
I didn't have any Pokemon cards.
I had 1,001.
Wow,
it was glorious.
I used to really like rocks. I remember like in elementary school, like I would sit on the playground and like sift through the like little pea gravel on the playground, like looking for fossils. Like I was that kid. Yeah.
Nerd.
Did that.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I have a pet rock.
What's its name?
Harold.
Harold?
That's so cute. Leanna. I know. I know. This is why you love me.
I don't think any of us could be booktubers if we weren't,
Thank
right?
you.
That's
Very
how this works.
Yeah.
That's very, very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
I'm getting into competitive speed puzzling because I'm
I
not a
think
nerd
that
at
is
all.
amazing. I think that is amazing.
Is it possible? Like, is it possible for you to be able to actually compete?
I'll have to see. Like, it really just depends on locations and times because there's not one in Orange.
Oh,
But
Sydney, maybe.
there's some in Sydney, yeah, and I've got those dates. So I just have to see if I can actually get time off work because I'm taking 3 weeks off to go to Bali.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
you
just-
were.
Can you tell work that you have to for your challenge for BookTube? Like, you have to.
Yeah. Like, it's mandated.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think I should be able to do an online competition at the minimum.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But I want to see you on TV.
I'm trying to ask if any of the family want to get me the Jigsaw Puzzle Association membership for the year because it's $59 plus GST plus shipping. So because they match you
Like
up
per
with,
month?
no, for the year.
Oh, okay.
59, yeah. So I'm like, I don't, because Mum already got us an air fryer, so I'm like, I don't know who to ask, and I feel really awkward asking Ash's family for like $60 for this membership. But like, you get discounts off the competitions, you get discount at different puzzle stores, like, and they match you up with people around the place and online competitions. So
Maybe that's something I gotta send you because it's my.
I'm like, is this too awkward to ask your family for, Ash? He's like, I don't know.
Like, what a nerd.
Yeah.
It's good. I love that we're nerds.
Me too.
Leanna was a dinosaur girl, so Leanna was a nerd.
Leanna's our people.
I was just a weird kid. Like, I didn't really have a fixation on anything in particular. I just like junk and stragglers and being odd.
I think I was pretty much exactly as I am now. What's a ham? Always a ham.
I remember being a daydreamer. Like I would like be outside like on the swing set, just like my mind was like a million miles away, or like laying on the trampoline, like just a dreaming. Just
Did you ever
in the
dream
clouds.
like scenarios? Like, so you'd actually play out the scenario in your head or even out loud sometimes? Or is that just me? Like, you'd have the dialogue.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tell me again exactly how this goes.
You know, you have this story going in your head about something. Imagine you're some person, or you're imagining a conversation with somebody, and you have just these
I have full
made up.
on conversations. Yeah, I play out conversations in my head, but usually it's like maybe something I'm like I think could go wrong. You know, like I'm thinking of like
I
the
It
worst.
was
literally
me. It was
had
like
to say-
continuing a story in my head.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to say to Ash the other day, I was like, did I ask you this question or did I just talk to myself about it in my head? And I said the question, and he's like, I have never heard you utter these words to me before in my life.
It was in your head.
I was like, yeah, cool, sorry, yeah, cool.
I actually turned to my boyfriend one time, this was a long time ago, and was like, well? And he's like, well, what? And I said, I asked you a question. He's like, no, you didn't. And I said, oh, I asked it in my head. I was playing it out in my head, and I never actually asked it. But I literally turned and was like, well?
Do you know what would be even hilarious? Like, beautiful?
Okay.
If it was like, if you were saying, do you want to go out with me? And then it was like, well? And he's like, what? And you're like, okay, never mind.
I'm like, oh no. Yeah, it was.
But then it's
he
like,
was
oh,
very
actually, that was a
confused.
me problem.
Yeah. 'Cause
That
Definitely played
expression
out.
has changed my life.
What has?
That's a you problem.
Oh. Mm-hmm. It's a great expression.
That's
I
a
like
them
I like
problem.
my favorite lately is that's a tomorrow problem.
Very nice. Yes. Yes.
That
I feel
that
that.
sounds like a tomorrow problem.
Yes, yes.
Don't need to worry about that
Tomorrow.
today.
Very therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's a tomorrow problem.
Yeah. Or the opposite of that is future me will be
Deal with
thankful.
that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Opposite. Future me will thank me. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know. Just depends on what we're talking about. But
How many spoons do you think you've got the next day?
spoons.
Well,
The
thinking about
capability to do things.
Oh, right.
like thinking about spoons and like having that come into part of my like, like because I've realized that like that's become so applicable now that I started teaching. Like that wasn't something that I ever thought about before, but since I started teaching, like the whole spoon concept, like I don't have enough spoons to deal with this, it has become a huge issue
I need
because
to look
I
this up.
definitely have teacher brain. And so most of the time I'm like, I don't have any spoons for any of this. And it's gotten easier then to not take on not take on things that I know that I can't accomplish.
The new job is customer relations specialist for a healthcare facility in the area. So basically, I get to check people in at our primary care office.
Nice.
So yeah, I actually really love this company, and I really love my supervisor, and
Oh.
I feel like I'm doing important work, and this is like a miracle.
Good. I'm
It's
so
a
happy to
So
hear
miracle.
that.
good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy to hear that. That feels good, doesn't it?
Yes. Very good.
Oh, sorry, I'm changing the subject all of a sudden. But I found out that the job that I didn't get this year, the second grade position, it was between that other person who got it and me. Like
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's so
really,
good.
yeah,
is it?
and I'm like at the top of their list of people.
Yay!
Even
Okay,
though
that
I'm
makes
not in the school district, they like I, the admin assistant told me, she's like, you know that like we all love you so much and that you are the top of our list if anything were to come up, which nothing's going to come up. But and she was like, yeah, no, that job, if your CT, my cooperating teacher, had been there and not the other person's CT, so the girl that got it, her cooperating teacher was there, and she's like, that's the only reason. If your CT had been there, you probably would have got it. Like it was that
Oh,
close. So I was like,
Jeez.
oh, sorry, I meant to click this one first. Thank you, Jean. You were in the running.
I know. And because last
You're
year the
on the
principal had
radar.
told me there's at least 8 teachers on the wait list for this school because it's such a popular school, people want to come there. And I was like, well, then that gives me no chance whatsoever because I'm not even part of the district yet. But
Yeah.
then when Sabrina was telling me all that, I was like,
Ah.
all this work, all this effort, all this time I put into this freaking school. It's like, even if I don't get a job there, at least it's a little like, it feels good to know that they do see me and they do care about me
Yeah.
and they do want me to be part of the school
And they
community.
do
So,
value you.
yes.
That's so good.
So that
Ow!
felt good.
It's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
We like it. We like it.
Thank you.
And that's the thing. It is so hard trying to break into it. But having that motivation of like, okay, I'm at the top of the list, it gives you the gusto to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Because things are not looking good in education. And
No.
so there's part of me that's like, oh, am I going to have to get just a regular job at a grocery store or something? Because things aren't looking good in my district either. They're going to be cutting another 15 million this year budget wise. And so I'm like, there's going to be even less jobs, fewer jobs, So it's
Doesn't
it's
make
been
any
so
sense.
it's been so frustrating knowing that and knowing there's no jobs available right now that I'm like, what's next year going to look like? But then knowing that despite that, I'm still at the top of people's list if things do come up. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter if there's other good teachers out there. They really want me. So
Yeah. Just keep
at
doing
least
what
just
you do.
made me feel like, okay, keep at it, Amy. You'll get where you need to
Yeah.
be at some
Yep.
point.
Don't quit.
Yeah.
Call us on for some spoons.
Yes, thank you.
So it's spoon theory is come up from the disability side of the internet, and essentially they say you wake up with X amount of spoons, and if you're disabled or neurotypical, neurodiverse, whatever the case may be, you may wake up with either teaspoons, baby-sized spoons, less spoons than a neurotypical or someone that doesn't have a disability who gets X amount of spoons every day, same size, all good, happy-go-Larry to do their day. And so when you
Wow.
are factoring in so many things like health issues currently, you've got chronic fatigue, like there's so many things happening, you run out of spoons. Or you have to take some from the next day, which means tomorrow you wake up knowing that you're going to be in pain because you tried to do something today that you wanted to do but physically couldn't.
But it was more spoons than you had, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's constantly making that sacrifice, that thought about how many spoons you actually have to describe how you're traveling in your day. And because I'll go to mum and I'll be like, I'm out of spoons. Like the cutlery drawer's currently smashed up on the kitchen floor. And mum's like, here, have some teaspoons. It's like just even that mental support of having someone say like, I'm throwing teaspoons away reinvigorates me to continue on for my day, which has been really like nice. But a lot of people just, they run out of spoons, and that's just, you have to figure out the sacrifices you're willing to make. Are you going to sacrifice taking a shower, which is 5 spoons for someone with a disability because it's every step of the shower, it's getting undressed, it's turning on the tap, it's waiting for the water, it's feeling the pressure, the sensitivities, whereas a neurotypical person without a disability just turns on the tap, gets in the shower, 1 spoon. And it's trying to find those balances.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a wonderful way to visualize it. Yeah.
And then you run out of spoons because you make a lot of decisions as a teacher. You're holding so many other spoons in your hands as well for the kidderlings, on top of dealing with your own stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. You got 6 cutlery drawers juggling in the air alongside trying to balance a spoon on your nose. Like, teaching's just a next level with it.
Yeah, and some classes take more spoons than others. A lot more.
100%. Oh, 100%.
6th graders today, I ended the day with a lot more spoons. I'm tired, like I'm exhausted tonight, but like I'm happy. Like it energized me. It was fun. Then I had, because kids are very dysregulated right now, going into just waiting for the holidays to start. Like I had a 1st grade class that was really rough last week, and the 5th graders were great for half the day, but then we had a really bad moment on Friday, and I ended up crying in the classroom. I turned around, they couldn't see me, and I'd already dismissed them to do their thing, but like, I don't cry.
Yeah, that's so
I certainly
much.
don't cry in a class, but I've also been changing my hormones a lot. There's so many things going on with me right now, physically, and so it's just, my spoons have been very itty bitty lately.
Teeny tiny.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty spoons.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways.
Well, I am gonna have to wrap things up, my loves, because I'm gonna go make an appearance at this get together that my son is having tonight.
Oh, cool.
I just texted him and it sounds like things are still going strong, so
Oh, good.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go say hey. I just want to thank everybody so much for being here tonight. And thank you for sharing all the thoughts, even though we had different thoughts. That's why we love this so much. And yeah.
Thank you for another year.
Yeah, yes, thank you. For sure.
Thank you.
Bye, Leanna. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And we're going to be
I can't
reading that beauty next month. So
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Ah.
be there or be square. All right. Wave bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait.